Blue skies, grey clouds, silver linings, peace, calm. Nothing in the air but the distant noises of traffic and children playing in the background. I thought they all went back to school. Oh, yet it is Sunday and most actually do day trips to and from school. The same as what I did back in lower school. If asked, I wouldn't mind those trips back then. They were pure exercise of 3+ kilometers to and fro. A total of 6+ kilometers of hamstrings exercise, if you know what I'm talking about. Now doing the same in today's age and time feels like a whole day's journey. Blame it on growing up in city life. Or is this what they call adulting? A total scam, right? So for a week that has seemed like a total beatdown, and not to complain, for that isn't a grain to be found within me. I must admit that seated here, looking out the window into the skies feels quite relaxing. As with it, my mind thus drifts off. So, blessed days and pleasant nights. Welcome. Welcome to the grind that grills us down, draining the mere life from us. Welcome to the constant pursuit of much, with little to show for the same. Welcome to the chase after the wind and the actual loss of self. Welcome to your story. Welcome to my story, and welcome to our story. Now this is a story that yet once again draws me from the plush, rush, bustle and glam of the city, and as initially hinted takes me back to the quiet, hilly and rocky rural setting, to where the sunrise on a quiet Saturday morning meant time to sit by the veranda pavement and enjoy a cup of hot green tea and delicious boiled sweet potatoes. I can almost smell its aroma in the air. Listen to Grandma plan the day ahead as your mind wandered off into the escapades you would have out in the bushes, chasing down monkeys as the cows grazed away. Not to forget all the guavas and wild fruits you would eat and bag as the scorching sun rose higher in the sky. Yet, this beauty lasts not long, as still, down the village in rural Kisumu does this boy get his mind filled with all sorts of ideas about the beautiful city, come Monday morning and is back to class. It all began with the opening of that beautiful yet dreaded English book in 2nd grade. Hello children. I am sure most of my age mates and peers can quite relate with this. A beautiful drawing of Mary and her little brother Tom running after Mr. Kamau's school bus earlier in the morning. This, to be honest, was quite an unfamiliar sight back in the village, as all we knew was that school was a trek to and fro, and it didn't matter how far or even how long it took, as long as education, and good English education for that matter, was the pursuit of life. So to see a book present young kids taking a school bus to school in this English book was nothing but a depiction of the affluence and growth of the big city out there. One, I must admit, I acquired and over the years developed a yearning and desire to not only visit, but even live in and be part of. The more I hence read Tom and Mary's stories of the bus, the school and even the city, did it bore into me how much I was missing out on living out here in the village, whilst life was actually happening in the city. With this did I detest the weekends, herding and monkey expeditions as compared to the books I read of bouncing castles and mall visits by the little kids, with that hilarious depiction of Njage the town monkey not helping much to calm my spirit. I mean, if even a monkey pet enjoyed the city circus, being a primate below me, how could I not be a part of such delights? What, then, was I doing in the village So when the English teacher, my then class teacher, Mrs. Odhiambo, asked what we would like to be when we grew up, I always thought the kids who said farmer or even driver were not okay in the head. I mean, being a farmer would mean that I would get stuck in this village, right? And being a driver would make me take drives back to this same village again, right? So, pushing my journalism dream to the back of my head, I always said I wanted to be a doctor, as this would take me to work right within the city, and I would no longer be just another village boy, but a man of the city. The one their entire village respected and responded to with hello and hi sir. On this journey hence did I set out, ignoring all pointers of how eloquent and even outgoing I was, how much I enjoyed doing drama shows and poetry presentations, how confident I was before crowds, and even my relentlessness in defending the weak amongst my peers. And out I set to lead the first aid team and even attend trainings over the holidays. My eyes were set on nothing short of medicine, and at this point my strengths or weaknesses mattered not. I was not going to do anything that would in the least keep me in this village. No, not me. Did I become a doctor? No. Did I come to the city? Of course I did. Is it all I expected or more? Far from it is all I can say. For as I sit on this massive window looking out into the open blue sky, as it turns to grey, my eyes lower to the forest beyond, and deep down I know that I was born for the wide, wild world. Another small crowded city that so confines me within its pollution both of air, noise and even light. I must admit that I miss the skies and its expanse. I miss the bright stars that flow beyond the galaxy in the dark hills. I miss the crickets and even howls of dogs in the valleys. I miss the occasional laughs of hyenas and scared bleat of sheep and more of cows. I miss me. To get more of City Boy's escapades, then please, my dear trader, subscribe for the next episode of Welcome to the City. Now until next time, my dear trader, stay blessed and stay safe. Paper, the sketches of life.